Hey people, so today I'm going to be creating this look right here. I created this look using the Bobbi Brown Infra-Red palette. It's a pricey little palette, but I have fallen in love with it and I use it like on a daily basis now. It's very, very pretty. It has few shades, so it's not like it's a huge palette where you got tons of stuff to pick from or, you know, make super, super complicated looks. But I love the colors in this. They're just right up my alley and the quality is so, so good. I have never used Bobbi Brown eyeshadows until this. I wanted to create kind of a fall vibe look. I was in the mood for wings and I even branched out with this darker lipstick, which is a little outside my comfort zone, but I really think that it helped bring this look together. So if you want to see how I accomplished this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I have already primed my eyelids and set them. I am now going to put on shadow shields today. So for my eyeshadows today, I'm going to be using this Infra-Red Eyeshadow palette by Bobbi Brown. And you're gonna see that it is definitely used. I love this palette. The quality of these shadows is so good. This guy right here, it was expensive, but it was totally worth it for me. The first shadow that I'm gonna go in with is this guy right here called Stone Cold. And I'm putting that in using the Morphe M441 blending brush. So just putting this in the crease from outer to inner corner. I don't know if it'll even show up on camera, to be honest, but I see color, so I do it. The next shade I'm going to go in with is this really pretty red brown right here, and this one is called Red Rock. And it looks very similar in the pan anyway to Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear. But I'm going to put that in my crease using the M433 brush, more compact. Going to keep this lower in the crease now. And just go from the outer to the inner corner. I'm probably going to take this like a little bit higher because I want to do this dramatic wing. So I'm probably not going to keep it, not probably, I'm not going to keep it quite as low in the crease on the outside. But stay in your crease from the inner to mid-lid as normal. But you can just take it and sort of wing it out a little more, so that it can be even with the wing that we will do later. As always, I go in with my Morphe M441 fluffy brush in between each shade to buff all of those edges and blend colors together. The next shade I'm going to go in with is this deep, rich chocolate brown, and it is called Solar Flame. Yeah, we'll go with Solar Flame, that's what it is. I'm going to take that same Morphe M433 brush and just pack this on the outer corners. Again, you'll take this a little bit higher than normal just on the outer corner so that it's even with that last shade that we put. First I pack it on, doing this pouncing motion that you see me do, and once I have product on there is when I start to sort of blend the color in where I want it. And then just taking that fluffy brush and blending the edges in together. Now we're gonna put on our lid color, and I'm gonna go in with this gorgeous shimmer here called Infra-Red. I'm gonna be putting that on my lid using the Morphe 167 flat brush, and I am going to dampen it with water. So now go back in with that Morphe fluffy brush and soften all of the edges together. After I do that, I like to go back in with that dark outer corner, and I like to just pack on a little more color, because when you blend, you gotta blend, but you do blend color away. And so I'm just going back in to get that back to the darkness that I want. Okay, so the next color that I am gonna go in with is this color called Fever Dream, and it's gorgeous. It's a very pinky champagne, pink champagne type of a shimmer. It is very, very chunky, and it falls off really easily. So I don't know if that means it's really like a pressed glitter, or if that's just the texture that they ended up with for that. So I am gonna take my NYX pigment primer, glitter glue kinda, and just going to put that on my lids, just a pop of it, because I want to put that pop of color just right here, kind of right before my outer corner color starts. Using the same flat definer brush as before, just going to press that only onto the area that I put the glitter glue. Now we're gonna start putting on our wings, and I'm using the Maybelline New York Eye Studio Black Gel Eyeliner and this Tarte eyeliner brush. And I dip my brush in water before I stick it into my gel eyeliner every time. It will help you work with that eyeliner easier and make it glide on easier, especially if it's older like this one. So I start from the outer corner and come in. And I start off lower than I want it, because as you add more liner, you can take it up higher. And if you make a mistake and you already went really high, then that's when things just get out of hand. When I have my wings and my eyeshadow pretty much to the point of where I want it on my top lid, that's when I'm going to take off the eyeshadow shields. So once I have everything cleaned up, that's when I like to go back in with my eyeliner and finish off the wing tip. I am now going to put a coat of mascara on my top lashes using my Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. We are going to go in with falsies today because we are just going glam today. I'm going to be using the Velour Mink lashes and Take It and Go. I am using the Duo eyelash glue to adhere these to my eyes. You can get this pretty much anywhere. I get it from Walmart. I use Velour lashes because I really like the bands and the quality and how comfortable that they feel. You do pay money for them. They are expensive, but they are reusable. It is also easier, I have found, to look down into a mirror, as I'm doing now, when you apply lashes. Just the angle that gives you makes it easier to work with, and it's easy to see the space that you have between your natural and your false lashes. We're gonna leave the eyes alone for a minute and let that eyelash. So we're going to let that fucking hell. We're gonna let the eyelash glue dry all the way before we mess with the eyes anymore. Jesus. I'm going in with the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer on my face. I'm now gonna go in with my Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector and my little e.l.f. concealer brush, And I'm going to use this under my eyes to cancel out my dark circles and put it on the brown spots on my forehead. I usually have always used my finger for this, but I like putting it on with this brush. So I have changed to doing that, and it may be a little easier on the skin of my under eyes. I'm now gonna go in with this little e.l.f. color correcting palette that I recently bought. I did some research, some reading after I did that last tutorial using this, because I wasn't clear on what you would use the blue and the yellow for, but it's all about canceling out specific colors on your face. And if you look at the color wheel, any color that is directly across from another will cancel it out. So like on the color wheel, I think that it's either blue or purple is across from like a peachy or reddy or salmony shade. So the, and green is across from red on the color wheel as well. So the green can be used to cancel out the red that you may have from your breakouts or rosacea, or, you know, for any reason that you have redness. The blue color corrector here is used to cancel out any yellow that you want to cancel out on your face. So I got this Tarte Shape Tape concealer in my last Ipsy bag. This has become a very popular concealer that I've seen on YouTube, and I have still yet to try it. I think it's too light for me, but I still want to try it, and I want to see what the consistency is like how well it does. It may be a tad too light for me, but that's okay. It's a color that I can easily correct or help myself out with when I put on bronzer. As far as the formula, I like how it went on, and I like the finish it's giving me. So I'm very interested to see what my face will look at the end of the day. I am now going to set my face using the RCMA translucent powder, and just going to use that same damp Real Technique sponge to press this into my skin. We are now going to fill in these eyebrows, and I am using the Brow Stylist Shape and Fill by L'Oreal, and I'm using the color Light Brunette. I'm going to take this shade from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, which is a black. And I'm going to put that on this flat definer brush, the Sigma E15 flat definer brush. And you can see how it's already sort of connected in the under corner to my wing, which was something that I do on purpose. It's where you put your eyeshadow shield so that it falls a little bit underneath there, and it's a lot easier to have a smooth connect from the bottom lash line to the top. And I'm just going to press that tight against my bottom waterline. It's already connected, but we're just making it darker. And I'm gonna keep that basically in place and stay there and keep pressing that shadow in. Now I'm going to take my Marc Jacobs eyeliner, and I usually wait to put on my eyeliner until after I've put on all my mascara and my eyeshadow. But I'm gonna put it in my bottom waterlines, and I'm gonna do that because it's sort of gonna help lightly define our lash line when we get to that point, and it will make more sense when I get there because I'm not explaining it well. Sorry. So I just realized after doing my waterline that I forgot to set my under eyes. I think that I forgot because that concealer dries pretty matte. But I am going to go in with my Essence Brighten Up powder and my Sigma F35 tapered brush and set my under lash real quick. And you can just kind of avoid, just go underneath the area that you have put makeup on, eyeshadow on. Alright, so I'm going to take my Morphe E18 brush, and this is what I always use to smudge out my bottom waterline. I'm going to lightly dip it into that color, and I'm going to take off all the excess. And I am going to go from the outer corner to my inner corner. I want to start off with most of the pigment and heavy stuff on the outside corners, because that's where we want to keep it heavy and we want to keep it very light coming in. And you're going to use this color, or any light color that you've used, or any brown, to help you blend it more easily. It's a lot easier to take a lighter shadow to blend out black than it is to just try to blend out black by itself. And so with putting that eyeliner on the bottom waterline, you sort of have this very light black that you were able to blend in with the eyeshadow. And so you're still able to have some definition down there without making it as heavy and as smoky as I normally do. This may still be a little too far in for you. So all you would have to do is just not take that black quite as far down as I did. This way is what I mean by down. And so you'll keep most of the black and the heavy duty more to the outside of your eye, and keeping most of the darkness and heaviness to the outside of your eyes is going to help any eye shape, I think, look bigger and wider and complementary. I am now going to tight line and probably put one more coat of this on my bottom lash line. Then just put a coat of light mascara on your bottom lashes. So the Bobbi Brown palette does not have a good highlighter shade. So I'm going to go into the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection Armed and Gorgeous palette and use this highlighting shade right here called VIP for my inner corners and my brow bones. And voila, the eyes are done. We are now going to bronze the face, and I'm going to use my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer and the matte version. And I will be applying it to my face using the Kat Von D brush that I have in the past. This is number 4. So I make that duck face to make my cheekbones pop out more and help guide me to where I want the bronzer to go. And of course I go along my temple and I do that C shape from my cheeks down to my jaw. My C3PO. Now going along the perimeters of my forehead. Well, 6 head really. If you have a big forehead, putting bronzer on the outer perimeter of it can help to make it look a little smaller, and it will tie into that bronze look that you have on the rest of your face. Even if you have a tiny forehead, I would just lightly put some bronzer along the perimeters, not heavy because you already got a cute tiny forehead, but you just want to be consistent on your face with the bronzer, I guess. And then I like to take my Morphe E41 brush right here, and I like to use that to bring that bronzer down onto my neck. So I'm going to use a new blush that I actually got in my Ipsy bag as well, and it is from Lottie London, and it's called Blush Crush. And I think that the color is Zayn. I don't know. I've never seen this brand before, so I'm not sure which name is actually the name of the blush. Anyway, it's a very pretty blush. I do have to go pretty light with it because it can get away from you really, really quickly. Just gonna put that on my angled Morphe brush and put that on my cheeks. For highlight, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown highlighter that I recently bought and didn't need to buy. It is called Pink Glow, and it has a swirl of this pinky and white type of a shade. And I really liked how it looked in Sephora, and I ended up buying it. I'm going to apply that using the Morphe M501 brush. I am now going to set my eyebrows using the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. So I'm going to go a little more bold on my lips today. Try it out, see how it looks. But I did get this lipstick from Bite Beauty, and it was either a points perk or a birthday present. I can't remember which. And it's a darker brown shade, and I like it, so I think I'm gonna try it in the interest of fall. So that's a very pretty color. I really like it. It's a lot more bold than I normally go for, but it's a very pretty color, and I like the smell of it, and I'll have to see if I like the formula of it later. I use Bite Beauty lipsticks all the time, but I haven't used their liquid lipsticks, so that'll be new. Now we're going to set our face using the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. Then to dry the face. Oh, and one thing that you can do to help keep the lipstick from getting on your face is this little maneuver right there, and that'll get the lipstick off of the insides of your mouth, and so it won't transfer onto your teeth. Alright people, so this is the finished look. I really had fun creating this look. I haven't done like a dramatic wing in a while, and I never wear a lipstick like this. And I guess I always thought it would be too much, and I think most of the time, because I do my eyes so heavy, it can be a little too much for me to put this much color on my lips. But I think that this turned out into a really pretty look. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that little bell thing down below so that you're notified the next time that I upload a video. I will see you next time.